Oh boy, there was a build that was exactly 15. That is no longer exactly 15 because of a nerf. But yeah, this build was exactly 15, but is no longer exactly 15 because this got a slight nerf on the actual physical ash that was produced. I mean, hell, even then it still looks like it's producing the 15 or close enough to it. And that is 4, 1, 2, 3. So every 3 is 15. So 1, 2, 3. So that is about 15, and I need 758 and 625, which is under 15. 1383. So I won't need any of this. I think. I might leave 1 and have 4 just in case. Just in case. Definitely don't need that much oxygen either. So that's 16. 320. 13. 1 extra is okay, so that's actually just enough electrolyzers. And I think outside of just getting enough gasifiers as well as the pipe to grounds, that is fine. That is the ash. That is the ash, and you can see that if that was taking up space down here, we might have problems going forward. I just need a big stretch, and then off we go. Because I need to pick up some more stuff from the mall, even outside of those gasifiers and the pipes. I also need to grab more soil extractor Mark IIs, just more of them. That is a bit of a roadblock in my way. Hello, gigawatt of power. Nice to see you. Speaking of which, I will always note that there are some issues with the base when my power is less than a gigawatt being consumed, so there's issues somewhere with something. Am I interested in finding out what? Not particularly. Not at this time. Also, that's slightly annoying. That I have a little piece mined out there. Resource density is high, but resource density is not infinite, and that is a starting patch of copper with the lowest of the map of resource density. Well, guess what I don't have right now? Yeah, I don't have any pipe whatsoever. I need to remember to go back and fix that. That is the second time today I've destroyed that. That little loader. I have a bug. I have a ladybug. juvenile. Alright, bring me things. Including the rail. Yes, the rail's nice. I like the rail. Throw those in so that I get brought more. Also, I don't need the evaporators. And I need gasifiers. Gasifiers being... Oh, hello. Hello! You help a bit, but my planning and scale are such that... Actually, that's too many, but oh well. Yeah, I would need the Mark IIs of the filters as well for that to be of any particular value to me. And clearly, they're not at this point. Oh, hi, Tholen Mark IIs. You know, it would be nice to have those, but I think that that's just going to be too much of a leech. A bit too much of a leech. Hey, Yotoi. Wherefore art thou? Hey, have some of those. How many do I have now? 19! Of 93 that I need. Alright, so I've got more of those. Yes? Yes. I do. Have even more. There we go. I should now have more sufficient quantities of those things. For the sand. Put those in there. Have a few extra units of rail. As well as the, pipe. Where's my pipe? Pipe! Pipe, right there. I'll give it one stack of the regular pipe and just throw more pipe to grounds, even more pipe to grounds in here. While we wait on the bots to fill my inventory up, wouldn't it be great if I had access to the Ocula right about now? Oh boy. All of this is going to lead into the Ocula, just for reference. We just have to deal with not having it right now. Alright, throw more into this. Yeah, so science. You're not moving because you don't have the circuits, most likely. Because I'm stealing them all. Wait, what? Filters. This chest holds circuits. Why do you not have Alien Sample 2? Alien Sample 2. Alien Sample 1. Oh boy, what happened? What happened to you? What happened to this? Why are you not moving? What? Relesia seats? This was consuming... seeds, soil. What is the other thing? Manure! Right. Yes, bring stuff. Thanks. Okay. Alright. Sure, fine. We'll fix the thing. Go. Do the stuff. Have your manure for this process. Remember what I said about the anytime the power is not a gigawatt of used at any one time. In fact, it has diminished significantly to like 200 megawatts somehow? How did that happen? Are we on 2 separate networks here? We are on 2 separate networks. Oh boy, what broke? 3? And 1.1. What? 1.1. 3. Hello. Gigawatt! Sometimes things happen. So there's a pipe I need to fix. Somewhere down here of CO2, I think. Getting fed into something that I had broken. Let's ride the car and do this. It was really far down on the bus. I should be carrying around the things that I need to carry around at this point. Alright. Craw Daddy. Let us go. It'll be hell trying to figure out exactly. Welcome! Welcome to the last 15 or so minutes of the stream for the day. Today, I am searching for a pipe I broke on the way in, where I ran out of piped grounds to fix it immediately. So, yeah, this is gonna be an experience trying to find what exactly it was. It was CO2, and it was right here. It was you. See, I remembered it was a CO2 line that was broken. So we have created grod at scale over the course of the day today, as well as planned out and began the process of upgrading Vrauk to Mark II, and have planned out Yotoi, and are currently building the Yotoi. Yotoi is being built slowly but surely. Oh yeah, I need to do the tar input. for all of the ash this is going to consume. Come on, autosave. Autosave is doing its autosaving thing. And taking my time, and as time goes on, those saves are just going to take longer and longer. And the file sizes are just going to go up and up and up and up and up. Alright, build for me! All of these wonderful things. Alright, so there's the ash. The ash is complete. Just add tar. Next. I should not hide behind a sprite like that. What is next? Next is sand. Yes, next is sand. Where else am I making sand? Well, the great thing about the autosaves is that it will autosave based off of game time, not real time. So if you have the game running at ×2 speed with an autosave frequency of every 10 minutes, it will autosave every 5 real minutes if you are running the game at the full ×2 speed. So yeah, that's another thing to bear in mind is the autosave frequency is based off of actual time played, the counter on time played, and not the real time, which is just, like, amazing. It's just, yeah. Have I a Mark II of these anywhere? I'm about to do a Mark II of these. Mark II setup of these. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure I did. Right here. Duh, this. This right here. Yeah. Oh yeah, and duh, I can do stacking. Could do stacking. Doesn't mean I will do stacking. Yeah, I'm going to copy that unit. So that unit times 13. So this little unit right here, multiply that by 13. That's 4. Eight. 12. And 13. What? No, not... stuffs! Water wells! Right. I need those thingies. Those thingies are very important. As are these thingies. Soil extractors, yeah, those are good too. You don't happen to have any water wells in you, do you? No. Of course not. Why would you? Why would you have water wells in you? So this is why I said I needed more than the 30, just because I have a little unit that I tend to use. So this is 39 of the soil extractors into 13. of these doohickeys washers. We are, however, getting exactly 5 per second. So it is not 62.5, it is 65 of sand. 65 of sand across these 13. Now, stacking. Cuts that by a factor of 5. So 65 divided by 5 is 13. So that would fit for yellow belt, but we are dealing with red belts at this point. So I'm going to stack. I am going to stack. And the key thing to note is that this is 5 each, so I don't need to, like, stack after each thing. Like, that's 15 per second. I don't need to stack yet because I'm doing red belts. I can do 6 at a time, but I think I will do 4, 5? 5. Yeah, I will stack after 5. And, like, have that out separate. And I will stack, again, have 3 stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I can do this. Let's remember to do the proper way of actually saving on belt. Yeah, I want to make sure I conserve on belt usage, regular belt usage, where I can, where it's appropriate. And that'll go forward from there. I will build, of course, using these thingies. Oh, hey, it works. It just works. Alright, and then the other major concern. Wait. 1, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, I did this the other way primarily because I also had the pure sand and I was splitting without relying on the full 1200 per second. I still think this is fine. I think I'll still be able to get my full 1200 per second. Alright. Have to combine all of the tailings. Let us not forget about tailings existing. The tailings, they do exist. Alright. That's how I'll do that. And I think that's the only spot where there were issues. All right. So, there we go. There's our sand. There's our glorious, beautiful sand build right there. Hey, it's pretty. It doesn't have any electric poles in it. Oh goodness, that's a pain. That will be slightly painful. So what's next? That's sand. I also need soil of 30.31 soil. Thank you, game, for being ever so slightly more soil than a red belt. Boy. So 30.31 is 5. This is going to require 2 sources of water. 2 separate sources of water. I'll just go ahead and do spacing for that. All right. That will be soil. I will take 3. And stack. By the way, you can totally right angle these things. You can do this. This is I think because I do this not very often, I tend to forget that you can do this, but yeah, you can right angle things. Like you can do a box and you can have an input and output like that with boxes, and yeah. It's fine, it works. It works. Just like that. You could have you can have a box with input output if you so want, or input output, or double input one output, or whatever, or use a thingy as a belt balancer, like 6 to 3. Yeah, sure. You can do this just fine. This is the thing that you can do. Output. And just the same. Ta-da! There's our sand. And soil. And ash. And biomass. And the train station is bringing in manure. And stone. So that's that. Just add the Yotoi plantations at this point. I've built all the infrastructure except the actual Yotoi and doing the final logistics on it. Yay! We got most of the way through. The water sources are not finished. No, I do have to go and get more water wells. Those are ghosted. But in terms of the actual placement of these things, that's done. Next would be placing the actual Yotoi plantations themselves. I've got, let's see, stone, ash, limestone. Yes, that is taken care of as well. I have the limestone. Soil, biomass, manure. The seeds will get taken care of inherently. More water. But yeah, I think we have ticked all of these boxes at this point. Hey, brand new feature of Hellmod, by the way, being able to checkmark the production block stuff. We have done these things today. So, speaking of what we got done today, as we have reached the 1 o'clock hour, and it is time to end things off. Today was the grod build. Finishing touches on the train station, getting the infrastructure placed for the grod. How wonderful the grod build is. Look at the cute little grod build. Cute little grod build that we did. And then compared to what we have ended up doing. Oh right, I can actually place those now. Let's go ahead and place the rail line. We have the train station Yotoi, as well as most of the infrastructure besides the actual Yotoi plantations done. Those are the things that we have done today, as well as one other very important thing that I want to check on in the map view. And that is I have begun making, or begun attempting to make, I have begun attempting to make the beautiful and glorious Mark II Vrauk. I have begun the process of attempting the Mark II Vrauk. I have apparently attempted 179 times and failed all of them. I've apparently failed all of my attempts. All 179. I just want to see number 180, how that's gonna fare. I have 469 Mark 1s hanging out. Oh boy, that I need to take care of, I think, because otherwise this is just gonna fill this box and then not move anymore. Right. So this is actually totally raising Mark 1 Vrauk from Vrauk cocoons. So I actually have to do something with the Mark 1 Vrauk that are output of from here. Because those only stack to 25. I have 469 in a box that only holds 48, so I have 19 slots used. Oh boy. Yeah, I didn't think of that. I did not even remotely think of that. Because most of the time you're doing Mark 1 in to Mark 1 and 2 out. No, this is cocoons. Mark 1 cocoons to Mark 1 or 2 creatures out. Fully grown creatures from cocoons. So yeah, about that. Still have not succeeded. Likely won't succeed until maybe next stream, at least once. We need to succeed twice to get the ball rolling on the Mark IIs. But yeah, with that, that's what we did today. We did that, the grod, and most of this infrastructure here on the Yotoi Aloe. This produces a grand total of 7.5. Half of a yellow belt. Half of a yellow belt. Half of a yellow belt, and this is the infrastructure for it. Of the aloe in the end. It's glorious and magnificent and beautiful. With that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you are watching the VODs on YouTube, do not forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/OtakuShowboat to leave a follow to be notified when I go live Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to approximately 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. You can do all of the social stuff through the links below the video, including supporting Pyadon's mods development at patreon.com/Pyadon and myself at patreon.com/OtakuShowboat. I will, of course, be back on Thursday where we will finish off this Yotoi build and move on to Vrauk. Because we also need to do Vrauk for the formic acid. Because I am not going to spend a half of a yellow belt of iron for the formic acid we need. Of iron and copper for the formic acid we need for the bedding. So yeah, we're going to do bio-based formic acid as well. That's what we'll begin to plan out. Thus why I'm doing the Mark II upgrades at this point. And I will, of course, see you all then.